I'm still getting used to doing this stuff, y'all. I pushed one button. I said, oh, I think I was supposed to push that a second sooner. But, well, here we are. It's Happy Wednesday. It's Hump Day, Wacky Wednesday, middle of the week day, whatever you want to call it. It's here. We're here, and we're going to finish off this week strong. Get y'all pumped up to keep you going for the weekend that's coming. Woo! How about that? So welcome to Sea Lake Journeys. I'm all by my lonesome this morning. It's just me, Chet. Oh, wait. I stand corrected. Godzilla is here in the house, too. So I won't have to do it alone. He doesn't have any arms, though, so he's not much help with the buttons and stuff like Robin usually is. And he brought a friend today. He brought baby Godzilla. I guess that's what this is. Some kind of dog toy. We'll put it over there for the dogs. How about that? But don't forget, this morning here at Sea Lake Journeys, we've got real solutions for real cruisers. We've got some tips for you to find out how to not be a pier runner. That's what the whole show is going to revolve around today. At least that's what I think. And I wonder, am I live? You know what? I didn't hit the comment thing. Oh, look at all them comments. I didn't think there was any comments, and I thought, oh, no, I am talking to myself again. But I'm not. There's people in here. A few people in here. Let's say hi to them. StreamYard's here, that wacky little duck with the headphones. Thank you, StreamYard. And next, first one in was Yo, Eddie Lugo Studios. Don't forget, Eddie comes on live in the mornings at 7:15 a.m. and again at 9. Woohoo! That's right. So be sure to get over there and check Eddie out. And he's coming in on a See Me Traveling raid. Kurt and Marsha coming in every day at 8 o'clock and right before me. And they had some interesting topics over there. I had to leave a few minutes earlier to make sure I was going to be ready to be exposed today. There's a lot of exposure talk going on over there. If you don't know what that means, check out #replay, y'all. Also, we got, the Z Show Cruise Fund saying good morning for the greatest state in the country, the Lone Star State, Texas. Well, Godzilla, what do you think about that? He's voting for Florida. So Godzilla is voting for Florida as the greatest state. That's why he lives here. He moved here from Cozumel, in case y'all didn't know that. Scott McNeil's here, coming in from #SeeMe. Traveling. Hey, if you want to put your link in here in our show, put #SLJ, and that little old robot will put your name up, your channel name and all that, so people can find you, find out who you are, and go check you out and connect. And we got Kathy Mills here this morning. Good morning, Kathy. She's the creator of our #replay, Team Replay. And we love the #Team Replay. We get a lot of comments every day, and I answer each and every one of them. It's a lot of fun for me. Law Jones is in the house saying good morning, everybody. And hey, and guess what? Today's Law Jones's birthday. So if y'all feel like singing happy birthday, ready? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Law Jones. That's right. Law's 29 years old today. And happy birthday, Law. Hey, hopefully we get Law on one of our group cruises, man. Then we'll sing it live to you. How about that? Oh, I got to scroll back up. This chat moves fast, y'all, really fast. And we've got Scott Smith rolling in here this morning saying, good morning, Chet, from the See Me raid. Good morning to you, Scott. Bone Tired is here saying, hey there, See Me raid. Thanks for that. Thanks for coming in here, Denise. We know you just got home from work. I can imagine coming in this time of day from work, working all night. And Sharon Rollins here saying, good morning, Chet. Good morning to you, Sharon. Lori Barber. Lori's awake. Good morning to you, Lori. I hope you're getting all better, feeling all better today. You're going to get up. You're going to feel strong. You're going to feel like doing a double squeaky. So you get a double squeaky this morning, Lori, just to give you that extra vitamin C, like SEA, vitamin C. And Gaylords are here this morning. Good morning, Gaylords. Good morning to you, John. And I know, I think you was probably first one over with Eddie this morning, having 10 or 70 cups of coffee over there. The coffee drinkers are up this morning, and I got up late this morning, so I'm not prepared. Today, I would have been a pier runner. That's what we're going to talk about today. What is a pier runner? First of all, have you ever been on a cruise and you hear the ship honking its horn, brrr, fixing to sail away? It's done pulled up the gangplanks and everything is starting to move. And here come some people running as fast as they can. Or sometimes they're just strolling along. They got all day. and they're heading for the ship and they're waving like, oh, the ship's going to wait for us, and the ship's already pulling away. Those are the pier runners, folks. Pier runners. Now you can be a pier runner and maybe get there before they pull up the gangplank, or maybe you're going to be a pier runner and wave to the ship as it leaves. Don't be a pier runner. I'm telling you, I got up late this morning. We was up till 1 o'clock in the morning watching Seinfeld. Can you believe that? For some reason, we got watching Seinfeld, and they had a couple of hilarious episodes right back to back. So we got all laughing and wound up and couldn't go to sleep. But it was a good time. Let me roll down here. See who else I got rolling here. Ahoy to you, Captain Billy. The captain is here. Ahoy there, Chet. No armed Godzilla and baby Godzilla. The captain is here. You're right. They got no arms, but I have to be their arms. But man, look at this great set of teeth he's got. Hey, what? Choppers like that? Who needs hands? And Will G is here too this morning. He's working and listening. Thanks for coming in on that, Will G. We know we got a lot of people heading to work right now, or maybe you just got to work and you're like, oh, I pure ran my way into work this morning. I just barely got here in time, or got here a few minutes late, but I'm here. And so we're going to help motivate you to be the best employee you can be today. Your boss is going to say, what is the difference? You may have come in a little bit late, but wow, you are on fire today. What is going on? You're going to say, I'm watching Sea Lake Journeys. And they're going to say, wow, that's impressive. I got to find out what that is. So tell them, hey, come on, be part of the Sea Lake Journey crew. So hit that subscribe button. It's free today. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't thought about it already. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a squeaky in advance. Thank you for that. The journey awaits is here. Good morning to you. Journey awaits. Reggie, what's happening over there? I got to get over there and say hi to you on your channel. Scott McNeil. Oh, I've said hi. What have you got there, Scott? Is that a rubber chicken? I think Scott's got a rubber chicken. I got to find out what is going on there. And so we got, I think I'm catching up here on the, there you go. Happy birthday, Law Jones. Oh, here's a really good one. Happy birthday, Law Jones. Happy birthday. Thanks for that, Sharon Rowland. Imagine us all singing that to you, Law, and that right there is what's going on for you. And today would have been my dad's birthday. He would have been 105 today. Can you believe that? Whew. Man. We got more happy birthdays there. All right, so back on our topic here this morning. Being a peer runner. Don't want to be a peer runner, do you? No, you don't. Don't want to be a peer runner. Oh, before I get to that, does anybody know? Somebody asked me this morning, is there going to be a regular full-time cruise port in Virginia? So if you're in the chat and you know the answer to that, put it right in there, will you? Let us know, or let me know so I can tell other people. Is there going to be a permanent regular cruise port in Virginia? And if so, where? Because inquiring minds will want to know. And I happen to be one of them. Mm-hmm. That peanut butter is sticking to my mouth this morning. I had peanut butter and banana for breakfast to make sure I got energized up enough. I got my Magic Carnival tumbler here. You know how that is. You pour water in it. It's like drinking a caffeine. Gets me going and everything. It's starting to kick in, y'all. And I had another question for you, too. Put the answer in the comments, if you will, while we're talking about how to not be a peer runner. Paying for pizza. What is going on with that? Who wants to pay for pizza, y'all? On the cruise ship. I'm so used to getting it for free. I don't think I really want to pay for it now. Once you get something free for so long, it'd be kind of hard to pay for it. And if you were going to pay for it, how much would you pay? Princess is the one that's going to be doing it on their Alfredo's pizza, not on their regular pizza out there on the deck, but just up there on the deck 6 inside the ship where they've got I think the best pizza ever made up there. And if it hadn't been for free, I would have been buying it, but I've been getting it for free. And I'll continue to get it for free because I buy the Princess Plus package and it's included in that. So if you buy that Princess Plus package, you're still getting it for no extra cost. But would you pay for pizza on any cruise ship? Any of their pizza? Let me know in the chat on that too. Let me scroll down here real quick. Bone Tired wants to know, Law, are you Barry Brain? Hey, are you Barry Brain, Law Jones? Let us know. We got so many questions this morning. So many questions. What's a Pier runner? Who's Barry Brain? Is it going to be a port in Virginia? We got questions. Somebody's got to have some answers for us. We need some real solutions, y'all, for real cruisers. Sea Lake Journeys can't do it all this morning because he got up late, watched Seinfeld too late in the night. It's taking a while. This peanut butter sticking in my throat. I need more water. Oh, how about, who wants to co-host with me this morning? Godzilla says he's got his hands full. Wherever his hands are, we don't know. They're not here with him this morning, obviously. Get in the camera, Godzilla. What is up with you? He's being camera shy today. Oh, why? He's never been shy before. And Z-Man says, yes, I'm going to continue my workout today. That's right. We are all getting ready for our cruises. Z-Man's got his workout going on. I got my workout going on. Ocean to Ocean's got their 100-day before the cruise thing going on. Every day they're posting what they're doing for activity. What are you doing physically to get yourself in better condition to get on that cruise ship so that you can go do things you want to do and feel good about it? I'll be going to the gym later this morning myself, and I'll have the Z-Man on while I'm working out, and me and Z-Man chat back and forth as we're going. And Law says, shh. He doesn't want anybody to know if he's Barry Brain or not. So we don't know. It's still a secret. Somebody's going to have to tell us. And Fearless Rambler is here this morning. Say howdy, Sea Lake Journeys. Good morning to you over there, George. The Fearless Rambler. Great stuff over there. Make sure you check him out. I love all of his stuff over there. He gets to go down to West Coast where we don't get to go. So if you're interested in that stuff, he's got some really great stuff of cruising over there on the West Coast. And Ocean to Ocean's here saying, hey, Chet and everyone in the chat. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Bruce and Sydney, it's a fantastic day. It's Wednesday. It's a great day to be alive. Okay, so let's, and while we got Ocean here, we want to remind you, don't forget that we got a group cruise coming up next year. That's right. And I have learned how to run these commercials and stuff now. And I'm going to show you. We want you to go on this group cruise with us, y'all. It's going to be fun in real life. You're going to get to meet, maybe get to meet Godzilla. Maybe get to meet the hand clappers. Who knows? This little guy here, what we got from SCT.
Alert, alert!
Alert, alert!
It's a group cruise!
Group cruise, y'all!
With your host, Sea Lake Journeys, TNT Adventures to Sea, and Ocean to Ocean Travel.
So come on, let's get on that Norwegian breakaway. May 19th through the 26th, 2024. We'll be leaving out of the port of Miami, going to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, and Tortola. And finally, we're going to NCL's private island, Great Stirrup Cay. Contact Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel today to get those group rates and special perks.
Join the Facebook group for all the planned events. There's room for everyone. Don't forget, contact Bruce at oceantoceantravel.com. We'll see you on the ship.
See ya on the ship. Okay, I got to get that off of there. There we go. And during all that, Robin said, yes, our show will have better. How'd you say it? It'll be more fun to see us live than to see us not live or something like that. Yes, it's more fun to see us in real life than in not real life. Yeah, I believe that's going to be true. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here. Also, good morning to you, Elisa. Woohoo! How about that? We're so glad to see you. Monday night, she has a live show. Get over and chat and hang out with Elisa. And we're going to see, hopefully, maybe next Monday night, they'll be cooking something over there. Just a hint. And we got, Lori tells us, the pizza on a cruise in 40-plus cruises, therefore, would not pay. That's right, Lori. Been getting free pizza on cruises for 40 cruises. It'd be hard to start paying for it. So Lori says, ain't paying for that. I'm kind of with you on that, Lori. I ain't paying for it neither. Nope. I'm not interested in paying for that pizza. And excuse me there a second, y'all, while I scroll on down here. Here we go. Gaylor say the Norfolk Cruise Terminal is a carnival terminal. It is only open part-time, not year-round or regular schedule. Okay, so Norfolk is a part-time carnival cruise terminal. So everybody who wants to know that, there it is. Thank you for that, Gaylors, for that information. And who knows, maybe in the future it'll become a full-time. It very well could be. I see this morning that Port Canaveral is going to be adding celebrity cruises to its list of ships that are coming in there. I mean, that place is growing. It's done past Miami. It's the #1 cruise port, and it's still growing. Hey, y'all, but back to this cruise pier runner stuff. If you don't want to be a pier runner, we got some good tips for you this morning on how to not do that. And first off, how does it happen? Number one, you're not on the ship time. Make sure you are on ship time when you get off that ship. If it's 8 o'clock in the morning on the ship, take you an analog watch, because the digital watch, if it's got GPS or something like that, it may change to wherever you're at. You get off the ship, it may be 7 o'clock there or 9 o'clock there. It may be a different time. I always carry an extra analog watch with me. And if I forget to take one, like See Me Traveling was talking about this morning, you can get one on the ship usually for $10, a $10 sale. And they actually do work, because I've used them many times, and set them to the ship time. Because remember, when you get off that ship and you go, hey, what time is it? And it's 8 o'clock ship time, they may tell you, oh, it's 7 o'clock. And then you forget, and you're going to get back to that ship an hour late. Second tip is know what time you're supposed to be back to the ship, and then get there early. So if the ship time to get back to is 5 o'clock, we try to get back by usually 3 o'clock. Just a margin of error of that extra hour in case we forget. And how do you know what some of this information is? We're going to show you here in a minute. And another reason people are late getting back to the ship is they drank too much. That's right. We went to a wedding one time in Cozumel. Right there, there's a what's that? Froggy's? Yeah, Froggy's Bar. It's right there. You can see the ship. It's like the first thing you come to there. And we were sitting in there at a wedding and had a few drinks. And I'll tell you what, I'm not even sure myself how we got back to the ship on time. And I says, I will never drink that much off again. I don't want to get to where I'm having to depend on somebody else to get me to where I need to be. So I learned a lesson that day. We were okay, but it could have went ugly, because we've seen other people get really hammered and there's no way they made it back to the ship. And back in the day, you used to be able to just throw your carnival towel over you, and the ship crew would come off and walk around right there at the port. And if they saw you sitting there with the towel, the carnival towel or whatever, they'd get you up, make sure you belonged on the ship, and help you get on the ship. But they don't do that no more. You're on your own. So don't drink too much while you're off the ship. That's another tip for you. And other thing is a third-party excursion. If you go off and you book it through Bill's Vacation Adventures or whatever, I'm just making that one up, and you get out there and you get a flat tire, the engine breaks down or something, you could be left behind. You could get left behind. It's a risky thing. If you're on a ship excursion, that you pay through the ship, you may have paid $20 more for it, but they're going to send another bus to come get you, or they're going to fix that one, or the ship's going to wait for you. They're going to get you back on the ship. You're going to be okay. So that's one thing risky about a third-party excursion. And even more risky than that is if you walk off the ship and you see people holding signs, psst, hey, buddy, psst, hey, we'll take you on that for $5. And you go with them. And they're may not even be a company of anything. They maybe just be individual. It says, I'll take you on an island tour, or I'll take you where do you want to go? I'll take you there. Yeah. And if they don't get you back, that can get kind of scary. So just be careful is what we're saying. And we've done some of these things ourselves, and we've always got lucky and got back. And then we realize, what have we done? We can't do that again. Maybe we get older, we worry a little bit more. When you're younger, you're like, let's go do it. What's the worst that could happen? You don't recognize the consequences as much. But here at Sea Lake Journeys, we're going to try to give you some real solutions for real cruisers to keep you from having to find out what's the worst that could happen, because we don't want you to experience that. And let me just roll down the chat here real quick, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, here we go. Sharon's got a tip for you. I have a tip. Stay on the ship. You can't get left behind if you didn't get off the ship. Now, that's a pretty good tip there, Sharon. We're going to give you, how about one of these? That's right. We'll give you the third option today. That's awesome. We love it. Sometimes you simply get out there and you just lose track of time. You ain't drunk. You got the right ship time. You got your watch on, but you're just walking around and looking at stuff going, wow, that's cool. Watching a show, watching what's going on, and lose track of time, and then realize, oh, I got to get back to the ship. And you just ain't got enough time to get from point A to point B, being the ship. So you got to be a little bit aware and plan to get back early. That way, if you plan to get back early, you should be able to make it back on time. So there are things you can do that you need to know. It's right here. I got a couple different versions of these fun times. I've seen them in this version. This is an older version. And then on Princess, we got them in this version. And I was going to bring a Royal Caribbean and MSC one, but I thought, well, they'll get the point. Everybody's got these little paper things. And they got your schedule of the day of what's going on the ship. But what they also have is some tips right here. This says important. An important tip for you when you get off on that excursion. Something else that could make you late that we don't want to happen. While in port, we strongly suggest you remain in the main tourist areas. Don't wander off too far from the regular tourist areas. It can be bad, okay? And return to the ship before sunset and refrain from wearing any jewelry, or carrying large sums of cash or other valuables. Just something you need to know. Don't make yourself a target. Wander off into outer areas wearing your bling and your nice rings and stuff. We always recommend leave that jewelry in the safe on the ship. Stay within the touristy areas as much as possible so that you won't become a victim of a crime and end up missing the ship because of that. It can happen. We've heard tell of it happen. We've seen people, we met people that said they knew people that had it happen. So we don't want it to happen to you. That's why we're talking about this morning. So be smart, y'all. And also we have here some other tips right here. It tells you what time to be back on board. And this day it was 3:30. Be back on board on ship time at 3:30. So in my mind, I'm thinking 1:30, 2 o'clock at the latest. That way I got a margin of error to make sure I can get back. And there's some more stuff here I wanted to show you real quick. Hold on. I knew I should have took a highlighter to this thing. I'll get the other one. I think it's easier. It's right here. Okay. Please make sure you have your sail and sign card and your photo ID with you at all times. Make sure you got your photo ID, y'all, and your ship card. You got to get your ship card to get back on anyway, which a lot of times you can't get off without it. But just make sure you got it. And ID. It's very important, okay? And also it has it on here. In case of emergency, contact Enviado desde Lanix. And it gives you his phone number. So they have a representative at the port for you to contact in his phone number. So if you don't want to carry this around with you that day, just take a picture of it on your phone and carry your phone. So take a picture when you're getting off the gangway of the time that you got to be back on the ship, and take a picture of who your contact information is if you have an emergency. Now, Princess has the same thing over here. There you are. Here's your time to get back on board. You got to know that. Don't mistake it. And you got to know what ship time is. And these little papers will also tell you if there was a time change, and there should have been a little piece of paper on your bed that'll tell you the time changed. And there'll be an announcement. The time changed. Don't forget to change your time. And on here, it says for important port contacts, right here on the Princess one. That's the Princess pattern. Check your stateroom TV or the digital sign where you disembark. Better yet, snap a photo on your phone so you'll have it on hand. So all the cruise lines have this. They got port information for if something happens. If you get out there and your third-party bus breaks down and you're like, I'm not going to make the ship. I need to call this emergency contact. Or if you get out there and you get hurt, or somebody with you gets hurt and you end up going to a hospital or something, contact the ship. You may have stuff on the ship, even if you can't get to the ship because the person's injured or you're injured. At least maybe you can get your stuff off the ship that you may need, some medication or something. So have this information with you in case you do become a Pier runner, because accidents can happen. Things can happen. You can be out driving an ATV and, a wheel come off and you get in a wreck and get hurt. There's things that can happen. Let me scroll here this morning. The astute tourist, Jimmy, good morning to you. Jimmy comes on at 6 o'clock a lot of mornings. I usually just pop up to see when he's in there, and he's always got a good show. Go over and check out Jimmy, 6 o'clock in the morning. If you're up that early, usually I am, but today I wasn't. Thanks, Seinfeld. And let me roll here. Everybody's saying good morning to each other. Good morning. And we got Cruising on the High Season Travel saying good day from down under. Good evening to you. Wait, yes, it's morning here. Evening there. Good evening to you. Uh-oh, yeah. There's Tuber. Good morning to you, Kevin. Word up. What's Z-Man? The Z Show Cruise Fund says Z-Man. I love it. And excuse me a second here. Oh, Lori is giving us a hand pinky waving. Thanks for that, Lori. I like it. Hand pinky wave back at you. Okay, we got the Gaylors say on the fun times, will a phone number to call. It will have a phone number to call if you have an issue in the port agent. That's exactly right, John. That's exactly right. Princess has it. Royal has it. All these cruise lines have a port agent for you to contact. And sometimes they'll even give you a list of other phone numbers, police departments and embassies, things like that. Depends on what port you're in. Sometimes they'll just give you the agent's number, and sometimes they'll give you several numbers to call. Man, I'm not eating peanut butter no more. Before a show. Anyway. And make sure it is on ship time. Ocean says, we are doing rafting on the Martha Brae. Looks like a lot of fun. You know it. Who doesn't want to go rafting? I want to go rafting right now. And Lisa says, I love having the paper copy handy, Gaylors. I do too. Man, when they was trying to do away with this, trying to make you use your phone, we didn't like that. We went down. For a while, you had to go down and get these. They didn't put them in your stateroom. I think they're back to doing that now, but there was a time when they wanted you to use your phone and you'd have to go out of your way to go down to deck 4 or something to go snag one of these if you wanted it. I like having it. We like sitting in the cabin at night and highlighting what we want to do. What are we going to do tomorrow? Let's do that. Let's do that. And we each have one, and then we compare. Whatever overlaps, we're definitely going to do. And then anything that don't overlap, we'll say, okay, well, we got time to go do that, and then go do that. It's great. But there's a lot of information here people may not be aware of, like those agent numbers. We got some smart people on this show. Cruising on the High Sea says, great tip here. For every 2 beers, have a bottle of water. Oh, that is good. You stay hydrated. Make sure you get some water in there behind those beers. That is a good tip. Yes, sir, it sure is. That goes for any drink, really, too. And Astute Tourist says, Colleen and I were talking about it last night. We still haven't booked any excursions yet. Brother, I haven't even booked a 2025 cruise yet. I'm still looking at cruises for 2025. I know it's been a dilemma, mainly because of pricing and stuff. Some of it's been crazy, but today, I was looking in 2025 at 10-day cruises, and I got 2 to compare: the Celebrity Beyond and the Enchanted Princess. They're leaving within 10 days of each other. They're both 10-day cruises. The pricing, though, is over $350 difference. Princess is a little bit cheaper. So just to let you know, check those prices on similar cruises, and half the stops are the same stops. Team Reese is here saying, good morning, Chet and chat here driving and listening. Thanks for driving and listening with us. Oh, my goodness. It's 8:59, y'all. Somebody should have told me. I was sitting there going to run my mouth and run over. And this is another good tip. Lori says, I keep a photo of my passport and my husband's passport on my phone and leave the passport in the safe. We do the same thing unless it's required, Lori, to have it, like it was in Alaska because we had to go to Canada. Yes, that's a great tip. Have a copy of that thing on hand. And that's another reason you want to get a hold of that agent to get your passport if it's still on the ship. Thanks for that tip, Lori. I'm going to buzz down here real quick. Z-Man says, bring your emergency credit card just in case you need to go to the hospital. Great tip there. Make sure you got that emergency credit card, or And what could happen is if you get stuck at that port, the ship has left. What you got to do then is take your credit card and buy you a plane ticket or boat ticket to the next port or back home. So that's what you'll end up doing if you really get stuck in a cruise from being a pier runner. Well, hopefully you won't be. It's 9 o'clock, y'all. I got to let everybody go. And Viso's here. Good morning to you, Viso. Woohoo! He's from Tulsa. And Kathy says, enjoyed the show. Have a great week. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks to all of y'all. And it's been a good morning this morning. It went by really fast. And until next time, which will be Sunday night at 6 p.m., we will see you around the channel. See you around the channel. Around the channel.